We've come out today to Cumbria, and I say Cumbria because we're not actually in the Lake District, we're on the edge of it, and on the other side we've got the Yorkshire Dales, and we're going to try something a little bit different. The weather's really bright and harsh, and we wanted to come out, weren't sure what we were going to do, but we thought, why don't we come out and explore an area that we haven't done before, that we've seen from the motorway many times and thought there's some great views there. So we're hitting the road, we don't know what to expect, and we're going to take you along for the journey. Well, after what seemed like a really promising start, the weather turned, well, pretty dismal, and it's been about 3 hours since I actually shot a picture. We've driven round now the entire area, and we've decided there aren't many opportunities. One of the places we did visit that looked promising seemed to be actually stacked out with cars and parking, so we couldn't do anything there. And now we've headed up here into the Dales, and we're on the road now that heads over to Keld, and it's a little minor B road, and we've just pulled up because there's some nice light on the hills. Now there isn't anything much in the foreground, so whether or not I can make a picture out of this I don't know. It's pretty bleak up here, but we're going to carry on, and we may head over to some of the waterfalls and shoot those, but we really need some inspiration at the moment, so driving round's not working. We need to find something to shoot. We're here now at the side of the road, and Keld is a little bit further down there, and what we've seen is actually a stream down in the valley with a barn at the end of it, and the stream's giving a nice leading line, and we decided, oh, we'll just pull in and see if we can shoot it. We've parked the car, just walked up, and there's an absolutely beautiful shot now. Whether it will work or not I don't know, because there's no light on the scene, but it's looking quite positive. So I'm going to try a few shots from here, and then I'm going to walk further down the road and see if I can't get some shots from there. But there seems to be lots of nice, interesting riverside detail around here, so we're probably going to shoot here for a little while. It's better than driving around trying to find something. Okay, I've walked a little bit further up the road now, and we're getting another scene, and it's getting quite nice because, as you can see, there's light coming over every so often. It's getting nice and dappled on the landscape, and it's actually looking really nice. Now, at the moment I'm shooting, I've got the case graduated filter on, and that's a 0.6 2-stop, and I'm using it just to stop the sky from clipping. And I've also got a polarizer in here as well, which I can rotate using the little dial on the side of the filter holder. And I'm shooting upstream, and hopefully this will turn out to be quite a nice shot because there's some good light, and I'm just waiting for this to pass over now and move upstream as it is doing now. So if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to have to shoot this. Okay, looks like I managed to get that. Don't know if it'll turn out good. If it does, I'll show it in the video. Otherwise, I'll leave you guessing. But at the moment, I've got the camera set up to shoot in standard mode, so I'm shooting colour. But I've just tried black and white a minute ago, and it seems to really open up the landscape. So this is possibly a good black and white scene, because at the moment there's a lot of blue light around and it's making for good black and white conditions but not good colour. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with this, and hopefully post-processing I'll be able to show you some nice shots. Well, I've driven down this road many times and I've never known there was a waterfall here. It's only because we've been walking back along the road that I've actually discovered it. So I've come down to the side of the falls now, and I'm going to try and get some long shots. Now, I did a couple of test shots and the waterfall seems to be flowing reasonably well. I can't get, though, a nice shot without slowing the shutter speed. I seem to be hitting around sort of a quarter of a second without any filters. So at the moment I've got the polarizer filter on there, and I've got a 3-stop neutral density filter on there, and I've set the camera to low ISO setting, which on the Fuji X-T2 is, I've got it set to 100, ISO 100, and that's giving me a shutter speed of about 1.3 seconds, and that seems to be enough to get some nice movement into the water. So if this works, I'll show it on the blog. Well, we finally made it over to Keld, and this is one of the waterfalls that I came to shoot. And the sun is in and out, so it's not making great conditions for shooting waterfalls, but I've got a 16 to 55 lens on the Fuji, and I've got the polarizer and 3-stop ND filter on the front to slow the shutter speed down. So the trick when shooting waterfalls is to get the shutter speed right, and around about 1 second to 1.5 seconds seems to be doing the job with this falls. What I'm trying to do is still keep some definition in the water and not turn it to just look like it's smoke, which is the effect you get when you shoot with too long a shutter speed. The other thing I'm trying to do is hold the highlights as well, because if you allow the highlights to clip to pure white, then you don't get that detail in the water, and that's always a risk. So I am bracketing quite a bit. I think because I'm shooting raw that I'll be able to pull back the highlights later in processing, but just to be on the safe side, I'm doing a couple of brackets as well. Hopefully I'll be able to show you a couple of good shots at the end of this. I've finished off now shooting the waterfalls, and I thought I'd go for a change, so I've walked up to where I spotted Steve taking a great picture of this lone tree on the hillside. So I thought, well, why not copy him, because that's what all the best artists do. So thanks very much for this composition, Steve. At the moment I'm waiting for the clouds to go over. I've got a polarizer on and I've polarized the sky. It's not having too much of an effect at the moment. I've also got a soft grad filter on there as well to just try and darken the sky, and I'm shooting with the camera set to black and white, and the clouds look really intense, so I'm hoping this is going to turn out to be a good shot. we're finished off now at the waterfalls and we've decided to head back. The light's gone very, very flat, but the sky's looking nice, so it may be that we can get some good light on the way back. Don't know. We've pulled over here because we saw a minute ago a stream that the light was reflecting off and it looked great, but it's now gone. Bit frustrating. Nice backdrop with the barn, but again, no light to shoot it with. So we're going to head back to the motorway. We might find some more shots that we can do. Otherwise, this might be the final frame of the video. But if it is, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again in another video soon.